As some of you know, Trudeau enacted a gun ban in May, unilaterally deciding AR-15s, M14s, Coffee, and other military assault-style death ray launchers were too dangerous to be used by civilians after decades without any issues. Things have developed a little bit since last time I spoke about it though, and I'm not talking about the Liberal voters maybe, possibly, realizing the pretty face is a corrupt moron who keeps getting caught giving billions to his buddies. I mean, seriously, is it so hard to watch the Clintons and just do a copy-paste? But anyway, the Canadian Council for Firearms Rights, CCFR for short, has filed a lawsuit against the government as it considers the OIC goes against the Section 7 of the Charters of Right and Freedom. Everyone has a right to life, liberty and security of the person, and the right not to be deprived thereof except in accordance with the principle of fundamental justice. Because of course, once the 2 years amnesty is over, if the ban remains in place that is, then it's mandatory buyback time for whatever the government is willing to give you for your toy. If you haven't lost it in a tragic boat accident, of course. The CCFR has already retained constitutional lawyer for the fight ahead, in which the den of authoritarian entitled snakes known as the Coalition for Gun Control wants to be an intervener. An intervener, in Canadian courts at least, is someone or an entity who has absolutely nothing to do with the litigation, yet becomes a party in that litigation, equal in almost every way to the actual parties, at the discretion of the court. Normally, the cost should be the responsibility of the intervener, but this is one of these lobbying groups, like Polly remembers, that is funded by tax money. So in other words, my interests are being trampled by the Liberal government that is going to defend its decision in court with more of my tax money and have an ally in court again using my tax money. If you are a gun owner in Canada and you are still voting Liberal, you have completely lost your mind. Oh, and before I forget, here's a quote from Wendy Coquier, the president of the Coalition for Gun Control. Legal gun owners tend to be more effective in killing people because they spend time at target practice or hunting. But fortunately for us, there is an increasing amount of evidence piling in favor of the gun owner's side. First, I already talked about the complete mess the Order in Council made with a whole bunch of hunting rifles and shotguns being banned, despite Bill Blair claiming that he was not targeting hunters or shotguns, with at least one shotgun being banned for the crime of having an A2 carry handle. Second, a number of police officers, those who have not been defunded yet, have come out in support of the CCFR. To which I have to put a caveat. Police has a remarkably bad habit of obeying orders they know full well are illegal or constitute a dereliction of duty on their part. For example, Chicago police chief has resigned because of these orders, but I would have a lot more respect for them if they just told the politician to go shove it. So if the confiscation scheme remains in Canada, I would not count on the police to disregard bad orders. Third, groups like the Justice Center for Constitutional Freedom, which is not exactly a featherweight in constitutional litigation, are also joining in on the fun. They are adding their resources to the already record-high new membership for the CCFR, and even major Liberal donors are adding on to that money. The fourth point is likely to be very hard for the government to dismiss. You see, a great number of the gun outlawed were restricted, which means the owners had certificate for each of them. When a certificate is revoked, which can happen in specific cases as described by the law, the owner has the opportunity to appeal the revocation. These past 2 weeks, however, owners have been receiving notice informing them that their certificate had been revoked, so naturally, they are seeking to appeal the decision and swarm the court, only to have the RCMP tell them that they cannot because these are not revocations, they are annulments. Apparently, Bill Blair is no longer a minister and is now the Pope. Problem for Little Bill is annulments don't actually exist. So the Liberal government is already accused of going around the Constitution to pass a law that is purely for ideological reasons, and they just gave proof on a silver platter that they are breaking the law yet again. So between all of this and the new scandals that have emerged around the Liberals, by which I mean Trudeau giving a contract for $900 million to a charity that then goes on to pay his own family hundreds of thousands of dollars, I have pretty good hopes that the Order in Council will either be cancelled by the court or that the next government will be removing it entirely. On a completely different matter, I have reached 100 subs, yay! Only 999,900 to the million. So for this first milestone, I'll probably go on Federal NAND and shoot one of the only Canadian rifles left, the WK-180C. If you want to see that, subscribe, click the bell, and I will see you next time. Salut, bonsoir!